Hey, NewsNation's Chris Cuomo here. Now, on our show, I've made a commitment to you that we're going to give you the stories that matter. We're going to give it to you straight. We're also going to stay on those stories because that is rare in this business. It's rare in this world. That's where this podcast comes in. Let's get after it. Sometimes what the establishment wants you to do is not the best thing for you or for anyone. And that's where we are. We all know that division is destroying us. And we all know that the established players and parties and press feed off it. Makes it easy to cover, makes it easy to keep us divided, makes it easy to do nothing but keep us divided, because the beauty of conversation and the reason that we all have it in our lives and in the relationships that matter and in our professional lives is because it creates common concern. And that's not what's wanted in our politics, because that would make the people in power have to do something about what we all want acted upon. It's much easier for it to be the way it is. And I'm saying it's time for things to change. We need to rethink how we deal with what matters and how we deal with each other, the norms. To those who say, I'm wrong to give attention to Carlson, he already has attention. Just like all these other cottage industries that are blowing up on digital media, the old days are over. You cannot control who gets to address the masses. Okay? It's done. You don't get to decide anymore. You can deplatform all you want. He's got tens of millions of people who can receive his message. All right? So to those who say that if you are going to talk to him, you must fact check the hell out of him. You must go after everything he says and expose why it's wrong and why he's wrong to say it, maybe even worse than wrong, why he is bad to say it. Now, I get it. I disagree with a lot of what comes out of him and the basis, although tonight I think we're going to show you something about why he gets to the positions that he does that is different than it works for me, at least. Here's the good news. When I'm processing the reaction to this, once you get past the insider media who, loves to come after me anyway, they don't even like that I'm back on TV, and you get past the pundits, you get to the reaction of regular people. Not only do you appreciate the opportunity to have conversation again instead of chaos and to hear competing ideas because you can make up your own mind, but you don't even get why this is a big deal in the first place and why it doesn't happen more often. You think the silos and the screeds and the shouting matches, the dueling heads and boxes on cable, that's the weird part, that people just want to point fingers at each other and say who's worse and never fix anything that's supposed to matter. That's what you find unacceptable. So, while a lot of the outward criticism is that Tucker Carlson says a lot of things that he shouldn't, at the end of the day, whether it's unfounded or even if somebody wants to say that it's dangerous, the cure is conversation, to have conflicting ideas that you get to decide. This is Chris Cuomo. Get my podcast, Let's Get After It, at newsnationnow.com or wherever you get podcasts.